Hello guys, welcome to our new talk show called FPL YATHU, hosted by me, your boy Zuliti Mizande. FPL YATHU is a talk show whereby we'll be discussing different tips and ways to better a game when playing Fantasy Premier League. Fantasy Premier League is a game whereby you select 15 players from each English Premier League club and you form your own what? You form your own team. And when you form your own team, you just have to make sure that your players are giving you good points week in and week out. So this talk show will be giving you tips, will be analyzing game weeks, and also will be having different experts as guests to share their views on how you can better your game. So this video mainly is just to introduce this show to this platform, and also besides that, we're going to discuss how you can play the game and other activities that we're going to be having on this talk show. So first of all, for you to play this game, you have to sign in into the Fantasy Premier League website. Once you sign into the Fantasy Premier League website, you're given a chance to create your fantasy team. You give it a name, and then once you give it a name, you're given £100 million. With that £100 million, you're supposed to buy 15 players. From those 15 players, 2 are goalkeepers, 5 are defenders, 5 are midfielders, and 3 are forwards. And once you pick each and every player, mind you, each and every player has their own price tag. So from the £100 million you're given, you have to spend that money wisely, because you might just end up getting the wrong assets. Okay, so on selection of players and all that, we're going to explain that in our next video. But then this video, we'll just keep it simple on how you can play, the rules and different things. So what do you do after buying these players? All right, after buying the 15 players, you can only field 11 players and bench 4 players. And let me say this, when fielding the players, it depends on what formation you use. You can either play 3 defenders, 5 midfielders, or 2 strikers, or even play 1 striker, 4 defenders, 4 midfielders. It depends on how you want to field the players, and also it depends on how you think the players might score points. So each player that fielded inside, let me say those 11 players, they score points in that game week. And once they score points that game week, the points are added to your overall score. Okay, so let's say that week you scored 50. That means next game week you're going to start with 50. So if your players score, let me say, another 50, they're going to add that 50 to the 50 that you already had. So that's going to be literally 100 points. So that's how the game goes. Your players score points, and the points are added. So how do you score points? You score points by scoring goals, by giving assists, and by having clean sheets. Okay, if your player scores a goal, he gets a point. If your player makes an assist, he gets a point. If your player keeps a clean sheet, they get they get points. So that's how you get points in this game. And the points differ on how many goals or assists or clean sheets they've made. Just to be brief, a forward gets, I think, 3 points for scoring a goal. A defender gets 5. A midfielder gets 4. I think it's like that. So yeah, that's how the points are scored. And each team needs to have a captain. Okay, so what does this captain do? A captain gets double points in every match. Okay, so let me say a normal player scores 3 points. If that player is a captain, those points will be doubled up. So that's how having a captain works in every team. So that's how you play the game. Week in, week out, you have to field in players, and then you score points. Each game week, you get a free transfer. Because if you use more than your free transfers, they deduct points. You now use your points to pay for new players or get new players. And besides getting points deducted, your money to buy a new player depends on how much you have in the bank, or how much the player you're selling is valued, let me say if the value of the player is higher than the player that you're getting, then it's okay. But then if it's lower than the player that you're getting and you don't have enough funds, sometimes you can't make transfers. So you gotta be smart on how you play this game. And this show is going to help you become smart in playing this game. Besides that, you're given 5 chips, a triple captain, free hit, a wild card, um, the assistant manager chip, and the bench boost chip. So just read around to see what these chips do, and we're going to be helping you on when you can use the chip and which time not to use the chip and how to keep your chips, So that's on the on how you can play the game. That's literally how you're going to play the game. So what does this show give you? This show is going to be giving you tips on which budget players you can buy, which differentials you can get, which expensive player is really worth buying, okay, which goalkeeper do you need to buy. That's what this show is going to bring you. And at the end of every program, we're going to be having a challenge with the guests. We're going to be having a challenge with the guest that has put through our program, so that we test his brains on English football. Because every challenge is going to cover is going to come from English football questions or quizzes. So this show is going to be dope, and it's going to be extra fun if you guys are going to be taking part, and I really love if you guys take part, so that this thing is big. And yeah, so that's on the FPL YATHU. That's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be with you guys for the whole season. We're going to cover all 38 game weeks. Okay, so I look forward to engaging with different Malawian players, and in our next video, we're going to post the link for our mini league. We're also going to have a WhatsApp group chat, so that guys, we interact on WhatsApp, and maybe we can be picking, guys from the WhatsApp group, like, oh, you guys can come over to our show. And also, despite that, we're going to drop our contacts, email, so that you guys can hit us up whenever you feel like hitting us up. So this was just like a brief video of how the FPL YATHU show is going to be looking like. So this is the end of the video. I want you guys to subscribe to our channel, follow us on different pages, and also don't forget to share and like, especially sharing it to your friends. Share this video to your friends so that it reaches many people, so that they know what we are about to bring to our Malawians. This is going to be that one of its kind show. So I look forward to interacting with you guys, and see you in our next episode, whereby we'll be talking about how we are going to prepare for the new season. You're with me, your host at FPL YATHU, Zoe Nizande. See you next time.